Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about all things, you know what, not all things, it's really just going to be a couple of things about how you can launch or relaunch or restock on a product in your business. So the focus in this video is going to be around three main things. It's going to be around education, excitement, and awareness. And all of these things can help you when you're launching or relaunching a product in your business. So let's start with education. So if you have a new product coming out, or if you're restocking a product that your audience may be familiar with, you can start with educating them on the product. You want to make sure that you explain the benefits of the product and how it can either solve their problem, or it can entice some type of desire. And by that means you speak more so to how they would feel when they use the product. So if you sell self-defense tools and you want to introduce a new product to your suite of products, what you would do is you would introduce them and tell them what the product is. You can tell them how it can help keep them safe, specifically. Let them know the scenario that the product will be useful in. All of those things will help warm your audience up to the product that's going to be coming. And you want to do all of these things. You want to educate your audience on the product, most likely before your product is available for sale. So that's you also warming them up and just letting them know that this is coming and this will be the benefit of the product. So education and awareness is, you can kind of do that at the same time. So you would also want to add, sticking to the example of the self-defense business, is you would also want to add and heighten their awareness and importance of being safe. So let's say your ideal customer is, you're targeting teens in schools, or you're targeting, not teens in schools, maybe you're targeting newly college students. So college students that just went into college for their first semester. What you can do is you can remind them of the importance of being safe as a college student, and you can heighten their awareness to being safe when on campus, off campus, during trips. All sorts of things like that can help them to just remind themselves of the importance of being safe. And then you would also at the same time educate them on the product that is coming and explain to them the benefits of it and how it can help them. So that's you educating, and that is you bringing awareness to the need of your product even before the product is available for sale. So now that you have built some education around your product in general, you have heightened their awareness to the need of the product, you want to continue to educate them some more. So here's you educating your audience on your product. You let them know the actual name of the product when it's arrived, if it's available, and then you let them know the benefits. You let them know specifically who's for, who it works best for. If it's skincare, you could say this works best for this person, this doesn't work for this person. You can say this is how I would use it, this is how I would add this to this specific routine. You would add it into their life as a way for you to educate them and also build that connection between the customer and the product. You can also mention what the product may be similar to or what it's not similar to. All of these things can help you with educating your audience on your product. You can also mention the ingredients that are included with your product. Maybe you have some special key ingredients that you added into the formulation of your product. You can mention that. If your product is something that they can apply or wear onto their body, you can say, this is how you apply it, this is how you remove it, this is how you clean it, this is what makes my product special, which is another great one. You want to also make sure that whilst you're educating your audience on your product, you're reminding them of what makes this different from all of the other products that are out there on the market. So if you have a self-defense tool, again, what makes this different, or how is this valuable to be added to my arsenal to help me keep myself safe? Or if it's skincare, how is it that this product is beneficial to my existing skincare routine? Or if it's clothing, how is it that this piece of clothing would fit well with my lifestyle and into the existing wardrobe that I have? So those are the things that you want to consider. And when you're educating your audience and you're saying all of these things, you can do this in the form of content on social media or on emails, right? So you can send emails out about it, including the picture of the item, and then you can also be on social media giving those videos, giving those stories, giving those posts, those behind the scene clips. All of these things are great for educating your audience. And now here's the thing, because a couple of you guys have probably tried these things before, but what you want to do is you want to do it for an extended period of time, right? So you want to give your audience enough time to really warm up to the product itself, especially if it's a new product that you're releasing. You want to set a date, right? Or you want to give yourself a time frame. So you can say 2 weeks up to the actual availability of the product, you're going to do all of these things. And you look at your content calendar and you say, I'm going to do this post explaining the benefits. I'm going to do this post explaining the ingredients. Here, I'm going to give a behind the scenes of it. Here, I'm going to talk about how it can be added to their routine. And so it's basically you doing it on a continuous basis, and you're really helping your customer to not only understand this product in depth before it's even available for sale. What you're also doing is you're helping them to remember, because you're not the only business that's selling them things. You're not the only business that's selling them the exact thing or something similar. So you're going to have to consistently show up in the front of them. And also, even if there aren't many businesses that are selling the thing that you are selling, and you did a really good job of making your product unique, people forget, right? Social media isn't showing all of the people that are your followers, all of your posts, every time you post, at the time you post. So you want to continuously do it. And what you may feel like as a lot, or you did a lot, may not be enough, because there are so many other factors that go into play when it comes to your audience actually seeing your content. And which is why sending them emails and other forms of content is also a great idea as well. Using other social media platforms is also helpful as well, like Reels, or maybe Twitter, or maybe activating some influencers to help you with the promotion of your products. You can also do some collaborations with other businesses that sell complementary products to yours. All of those things are important and can help you as well with educating and building awareness for your products before they launch. Now, as for excitement and getting them really invested into the entire process, into the entire process, what you can do is share behind the scenes with them, right? So again, you may hear this a lot. You may hear this a lot. Share behind the scenes, all of that, but again, on a consistent basis, and try to make it more of a story, right? So don't just give them bursts of behind the scenes. Take them along the journey, so you can start from the beginning, maybe of the idea of creating the product, and then say, this is where we are now, this is where we're going to be, this is what I hope is going to be produced. If you're sourcing it, this is how I want it to look before you make it. Let them show them how you make it if you're making it. So just carry them along the process for an extended period of time in a manner that flows well, so they can get that story feeling with you, because storytelling works, right? And then try to be consistent with that. Especially if you're doing it on something like stories, you can choose a day and let them know that every Friday I'll be talking to you about the process for how I create the product that's going to be launched, X, Y, and Z. So that's something that you can do. And then you can do that either separately, or you can do that along with the first step of education and awareness. The whole point is to try to include all of these steps as much as possible when you are launching that new product, or whether you are restocking that product into your business. And for another step with excitement, bonus points if you can include some sort of packaging information inside your actual product. So that's also something that you can include your audience in, so you can show them that you're going to be including that in their purchase, and so that when you get orders and people get their actual package, you can include some instructions on how they can possibly share their unpacking experience with you, and then you can get that social proof and then immediately repost that as proof to customers actually enjoying this product that you just took your community along with you to create or to source. So when it comes to launching a product that's new, or something that you are restocking, you want to make sure that you're educating them. You want to make sure that you are bringing awareness to the need of the product. You want to make sure that they know that this is something that they will need in their life. So customers aren't usually in tune to what they need, so it's going to be your marketing that's going to make them feel as if they need it, right? So by the time you're done with that awareness, they should say, you know what, I probably need that. And then when your product launch, it's going to be available for them. So education, awareness, and then excitement, right? So this excitement is usually more so when you are about to launch, or right about launch time, or a little bit before. You would go and you build that excitement, usually really done through videos, where you would take them along that journey, get the hype going, include countdown timers on your social media platforms, on your emails, things like that will help them to become excited about the launch. And then after you launch, you want to continue to launch. You just don't want to launch and then stop maybe 2 days or 3 days in it. You want to launch consistently, and you want to launch for a set period of time. So you want to do maybe about 10 to 14 days after the product is made available, and still talk to your audience about the product and let them know about the product and how they can get their hands on it. So that's just some things that you can take into consideration. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions on anything that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below, and let me know which part of this video stood out the most. Maybe it's something that you haven't heard before and you found it very valuable. Let me know in the comments below as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't, hit the notification bell, and check the description box before you go.